This devotion is based on Psalm 26, and I'm calling it God My Examiner. God My Examiner. It is a lament psalm, but in this lament, the writer is in a pretty good headspace, and as a result, it's constructive and instructive to us in that. Verse 1 says, "Vindicate me, Lord." His cry is for vindication. He's feeling again like he's being attacked, like there's opposition, and he wants to work his way through it with God. And the value is in how he does this, because human nature, when we're under attack, we tend to look at the bad actions of the other people and then immediately go into they're bad, I'm good, here's the problem type of situation. But this tells us that's not the way to go. Sure, we need to process the difficult actions of others, but the way to go to establish vindication is to ask the Lord to examine us. And that's what he does in verse 2. He says, "Test me, Lord, and try me. Examine my heart and mind." He's inviting the Lord in. So this is very good base verses for this. And then the next verse, I think, is a good test. There's more coming through, but straight away he says, "I have always been mindful of your unfailing love." So we need to ask ourselves, have I been? Is that the reference point for my life, is to be mindful of this nature of God? And then the second phrase, "and I have lived in reliance on your faithfulness." Is that how I have lived? A good examination point. And so it goes on, and right through to verse 8, which I think is another good examination, especially in this day, this COVID season, where he says, "Lord, I love the house where you live, the place where your glory tells." Now we know this was a reference to the Old Testament tabernacle, and that the writer loved this. But we do actually have an equivalent in our day. The temple is the people of God and the gathering of the people of God. And it is clear in the New Testament that this is where God's presence dwells. So the question is, do you love it? Do you love the people? Do you love the gathering? Another good examination. And at the end of all of this, the writer says, because of all of this, my feet stand on solid ground. When we allow the Lord to examine us, and we establish our vindication through that, we are on level ground. But you tell me how this verse helps you with the examination.